So hey guys, how are you? Welcome back to the channel. Today is day 40 of Upskilling myself. I took a break on day 39 because it was Raksha Bandhan and I went to visit my sister. So yeah, let's see the DSA problems that I solved today. So the first question was palindrome number. So we have been given an integer and we have to return true if it's palindrome or not. Okay. So in the case of arrays or string, we can easily use two pointers and check whether it's a palindrome or not. But in case of integer, we have to use a different approach, right? So let's take an example of integer 1, 2, 2, 1. So what we do over here is we create an answer integer and we push this into the answer integer over here. Then we push this into the answer integer, and when it's done the halfway, we check the original integer and the answer integer, and if they are equal to each other, then we return true, else we return false. So we have done the same thing over here. It's pretty easy stuff, you can just go through it. Okay, so the second problem was find minimum in a rotated sorted array. So we have been given an array. Let's take an example of this array: 3, 4, 5, 1 and 2. Okay, so we have to find the minimum, which is 1 over here, right? And we have to do it in O of log n time. So whenever you see log of n, you need to apply binary search. Okay, so if you see, when you apply binary search, start is over here, end is over here, and we get the mid as the start plus end minus start by 2. So the mid is over here, right? So how do we determine which half we have to go? So if you see, if the mid is greater than the end, then definitely this would be sorted in ascending order, and this is less than this half. Okay. So you will search over here. So you'll set start as mid plus 1, else it would be in the left half, and we do add as mid, as we have to also consider this element over here, right? And then finally we return the nums of s, which is the smallest element. Okay. So the third problem is reveal cards in increasing order, and let's take an example of this deck over here. We have to reveal cards such that the card we reveal is the minimum one at the start. And let's take an example. So first of all, we have to reveal 2, then 3, then 5 and so on and so forth, right? So we have to set the deck in such a format such that when we reveal the cards, we get the cards in increasing order, right? So this should be the output. And the thing is, if you have a deck like this, let's take 2, 13, 3, so you reveal one card and then you push the other card on the lower deck, right? So you have to also consider this. So how to solve it? So first of all, we sort the array and then create a queue which will have all the indices. Then we put the num in the answer array at index, which is at the front of the queue. Then we pop the index and then pop and push the other index so that it would be like below in the deck to skip the number and finally return the answer. Okay, so we get the size, we sort the deck, then we create a queue, we insert all the elements in the queue in the increasing order. Then we create an answer vector of the same size. Then we traverse the whole deck and then we get the index which is present at the queue front. Then we pop the front from the queue, and then in the answer vector, we set the num at that particular index, and if the queue is not empty, then we push the front into queue and then we pop. So it would go in the back of the deck. And finally, we return the answer. Then for the development part, I did some internship work. I had a lot of internship work to do today, and I did some video stuff and did the revision of all the DSA problems that I solved till now. So thank you guys for watching and see you on day 41.